My client has absolutely no criminal record. The allegations are that at this point the indictment is for a separate.
How is she doing in school?
She's doing great. She's got over 3.5. She's got 2 degrees. She's studying fine arts and liberal arts. She's doing all the right things.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to hyperbolize too much, all the right things. She's doing well in school.
She's doing well in school.
Okay.
She's got no priors and there's
Okay,
no
so
priors.
let's confine it to what we're certain. All the right things carries a little bit of a nuance that I'm not comfortable with. A transcript that marks I'm comfortable with. I was sort of there myself once. Way back. Continue.
Your Honor, first of all, the nature of the charges dictate a ROR or a very low bail.
Dictated.
I suggest it's a misdemeanor.
Okay, so suggested. Don't tell me what's dictated. Go ahead.
It's a misdemeanor. And,
I
Your
heard
Honor,
that.
the fact of the matter is my client's ties to the community are strong. She's a lifelong resident of the tri-state area. She was born and raised in New Jersey. She's been in New York.
Tri-state area. That's the
New Jersey. She was born and raised.
jurisdiction across the river. But she's in New York now.
But she's been living in New York for the past
Sitting right in with us. Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
Her parents, born and raised in New Jersey. They are both professionals. She has.
Tell me about them.
Her father is a lawyer in New Jersey. Her mother is a doctor in New Jersey. They have significant ties to the community.
Which community?
Your Honor,
Which community? Just don't fight me. Answer the questions.
they live in New Jersey.
Okay, the metropolitan area in New Jersey is not Connecticut. It is not New York. It's okay. Continue.
Okay, and more importantly, my client, 22, without a prior criminal history, has significant ties to
Still no criminal history.
Still no criminal history.
Okay.
And significant ties to New York herself. She's been here for 2 years.
That's significant. Or is that hyperbole?
Well,
Is this, did you say this is right in front of you? ROR interview incomplete. Do you know why that is?
I don't know why it's incomplete. She's been cooperative and in custody for the better part of 30, 40 hours now, so I don't know why we were awaiting arraignment yesterday on the misdemeanor charges.
Judge, we are asking for bail in the amount of $1,500. As we've already talked about, search warrant was executed at the defendant's apartment. She and Mr. Rosenblum were found in the apartment. She's admitted to living in that apartment. As far as what was recovered from the apartment, there were 2 bags of cocaine recovered from the apartment, and in addition to that, there were about 13 or so bags, empty Ziploc bags with what appeared to be cocaine residue, as well as not a large amount, but over 10 empty heroin glassine envelopes, including empty glassine envelopes that were stamped with distinctive stamps that law enforcement has information and has evidence were being sold from that particular building. And so given that, given the facts of the case and the criminality involved, we're asking for bail in the amount of $1,500.
Continue.
You know, I certainly have no objection to $1,500 bail. If the court's inclined, I can go on.
I'm not inclined. I'm not inclined. If I were inclined, I shouldn't be here. I'm a tabula rasa. My mind is more empty than I care to admit. Continue.
Your Honor, I would point out that from my understanding, none of the drugs were found. Certainly they were found in the apartment. None of the drugs were found on my client's person. I can't speak to what the speculation is about the residue, but all I know is that what the basis of the indictment is the 2 bags of cocaine, which I think the people can share as, I'm not at liberty to say what the weight is, but I suspect it's given
I assume it's not much.
right, given the misdemeanor charge, I assume it's under the weight. Your Honor, so given the charges, given my client's ties, given her ties to both New York and obviously New Jersey, her family's strong ties to New Jersey, the metropolitan area, I believe that certainly no more than a $1,500 bail would be appropriate, Your Honor, with all due respect.
Do you think you've said something that is not respectful?
I don't think I have.
That you need to backtrack and rephrase and cover?
No, Your Honor.
Good. So, thing that I'm pausing is assuming, just for the purpose of this discussion, which is an appropriate part of a bail determination, the presence of some, even a relatively or in fact small amount of stuff, causes me to wonder about who, if anybody, uses such things as opposed to being a collector, like a numismatic aficionado that collects various things for whatever purposes, display, experiment, discussion. If it turns out that somebody actually has a problem with substances, if it does, there's no evidence really other than circumstantial that she would, as opposed to doing anything, as opposed to doing something nefarious. If there is a usage, not only does that bespeak dismal judgment, but the kind of potential for being distracted or hazed where you would forget that you have a court appearance or be too busy doing other things when you have a court appearance. However, it is a misdemeanor. It is 2 bags. It is now the subject of an enormous press interest, and it would be completely illogical if I were to take the position that given the doctor and the lawyer and the complete abysmal embarrassment that she will not show up not only on the dates, but maybe even the first person at the building on the dates when she's supposed to be here. So, she is paroled. So, she is mandated to be back here on Valentine's Day for the arraignment in the Supreme Court, of which we are all now a part. They'll figure out what to do. They'll cut her loose. Whatever the procedure is, you all come back.
You're 14, all right.
This, going back in this date, show you.
I will, thank you. Do you have anything to say for this part of the